Yo, what's up guys? How's it going? This is German Fernandez and today I'm going to be showing you guys how to fold this origami airplane number 8. Alright guys, so before we start, do not forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the button right here at the top of the screen. Good thing about subscribing is that it notifies you when I drop a new tutorial, which I happen to do almost on a daily basis. So do not miss out and subscribe now by clicking the button right here at the top of the screen. Alright guys, so let's get started. This is the design we're going to be folding today. As you see, it looks pretty freaking cool. So let's go ahead and start. We're going to need one sheet of paper, and mine's going to measure 11 by 8 inches, and yours should as well. And this is going to be a pretty easy design, so let's go ahead and start. So we're going to want to fold this bottom left corner towards the top left, making sure that our bottom edge aligns with the top edge. So let's go ahead and align those nicely. Once you've done that, go ahead and crease it. Once it's nicely creased, let's go ahead and open it back up. And what we want to do next is fold this bottom left corner towards the top right edge, making sure that this edge right here aligns nicely with the top edge. So let's go ahead and do that. Once they nicely align, let's go ahead and crease it down. Once it's nicely creased, let's go ahead and open it back up. And now what we want to do is fold this upper left corner towards this bottom right side crease, making sure that this left edge right here aligns nicely with the bottom one. So let's go ahead and do that. Once you've aligned it nicely, let's go ahead and crease it down. Once it's nicely creased, let's go ahead and open it back up. Now we want to flip the piece of paper over. Now what we want to do next is fold this upper left corner towards this top right edge, right where the crease ends. And we want to make sure that this left edge right here aligns nicely from the edge of that crease all the way down to the other one. So let's go ahead and fold that. Once it's nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. And now what we want to do is open it back up. Once you've done that, let's go ahead and flip over the piece of paper. And then we're going to poke this middle section. As you see, it'll pop up. Then we're going to bring these two edges towards this bottom middle crease. So let's go ahead and do that. Once you've done that, what we want to do next is bring down this section right here so it's flat against the table. Now we're going to rotate the design towards the right. Alright, cool. So once you've done that, we want to grab this flap right here and flip it towards the left. Then we want to create a crease from this corner all the way down to this right side. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and crease that line I just drew. So we'll crease it right along this line, creating a valley fold. Once it's nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. So once it's nicely creased, we're going to go ahead and repeat the same steps we did to this guy, but to the left side. So what we want to do is flip this flap towards the right. Same thing with this one. Now once they're both flipped to the right, we want to go ahead and create a crease from this upper corner to the bottom left. Alright, so let's create a valley fold along this line right here. Alright, so once it's nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. Once you're done creasing it down, what we want to do is flip this flap to the left, so that there's one on the left and one on the right. And now we want to fold this upper corner towards this area right here, towards the middle crease. So what we're going to do is slowly bring it down, but when we do so, we want to make sure that these edges right here, this one and this one, align perfect with those little corners right there. So that's where the edges should be. So let's go ahead and do that. Alright, in case you guys haven't noticed, there's a subscribe button right here at the top left of the screen. So if you haven't done so yet and you would like to subscribe, go ahead and click that. Like I mentioned before, I release tutorials almost on a daily basis. So don't miss out, guys, and subscribe now. Once it's nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. Alright, so once it's creased, what we want to do is, using this existing crease right here, we want to go and open up this flap and just set it flat against the right side. Once you've done that, what you want to do is push this section right here, push it back so that it does that, and you want to make sure to create a crease from, let me show you, from right here, from this section all the way to the end of that edge. So let's crease it up. Once you've done that, crease the right side as well, and then we're going to repeat the same steps to the bottom side. So we're going to push it towards the right, making sure to create a crease similar to the one we just did. So there we go. So from here to there. So if yours looks like that, go ahead and crease it down. Alright, so now we're going to rotate the model towards the right, and what we want to do next is fold this edge towards this top edge right here. So let's go ahead and create a valley fold. Alright, so once it's nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. Once it's creased down, we want to use this middle crease right here and mount and fold that. So we're going to just fold it right down the middle, bringing the two flaps downwards. Alright, so once it's nicely creased, we're going to go ahead and set the design flat against the table. And what we want to do next is fold this edge right here so that it aligns nicely with this one. So let's go ahead and do that. Once it's nicely aligned, go ahead and crease it down. Alright, so once you've done that, let's go ahead and open it back up. And what we want to do is we want to tuck that flap inwards. So we want to reverse fold part of it. So we're going to push it down and then bring the flaps back in. So you should look just like this. Alright, so now that you've done that, the next step, what we want to do is create a crease from the left corner right here all the way to the right back corner right there. So from here to there. So I'm going to go ahead and draw a line, that way you guys know exactly where I'm talking about. Alright, so once you've done that, let's go ahead and now fold along this line right here. So we'll create a valley fold, folding this section upwards. So take your time, make sure to align it nicely. Once it's nicely aligned, go ahead and crease it down. Once you crease it down nicely, let's go ahead and flip over the design and do the same thing to the other side. But this time we're going to be using our bottom section as reference. So what we want to do is fold from this corner to this corner, making sure that these edges right here align with the bottom ones. And same thing with these edges. We want to make sure they align with this part as well. So go ahead and take your time, align them as nicely as you can. And you want to make sure to align this section as well so that it aligns with the bottom one. So make sure everything aligns nicely. That way you have a nice symmetrical shaped airplane. Once it's nicely aligned, let's go ahead and crease it down. Alright guys, so once you've done that, let's go ahead and open it back up. So your bottom section should look just like this, and your top should look just like this. So guys, that was the final step. Boom, there you have it. So if yours looks like this, you did an excellent job. Alright, and since that was the final step, that means your origami airplane is complete. So guys, I hope you guys had fun. I hope yours turned out great. And do not forget to subscribe to my channel by clicking the button right here at the top of the screen. And one more thing, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to like it. It really helps out my channel and I would really appreciate it. Alright guys, well thank you once again for watching and I'll see you on the next one.